Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Rush and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. This week I want to talk to you guys about, it's sort of a scrapbook hack, it's sort of a use your scraps, it's sort of both, they're nice and combined. So let's talk about the packaging we get in our creative memories paper packs. I'm talking about these sheets. You know, it labels the collection for you. It gives you a preview of all of the papers. What do you guys do with those? Do you just toss them out? If that is what you do, then I'm about to blow your freaking mind. You are gonna love this hack because this sheet of paper is actually very useful. To complete this project, you will need your 12-inch trimmer. You might need your multi-purpose tool. I am using a tape runner with our repositionable tape inside of it. And then you're gonna need your packing slip that goes inside of your paper pack. Now, the cool thing about these packing slips is that they are photo safe. They are printed on our white cardstock. So if you wanted to, you could pull this out of your paper packs and you could cut this up and use it for borders. You can use it for photo mats. You can use it for journaling boxes. But I am going to show you how to do something a little bit different. So this is kind of like a hack video and kind of a using your scraps video. So we are actually going to do is we are going to take this sheet of paper and we are going to cut it up so that all of the sample squares that you see on this page are going to come apart. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pull my trimmer to the center. I'm going to set my tape runner aside. We don't need that quite yet. And I'm going to pull out my multi-purpose tool. I'm using my multi-purpose tool because I just got my nails done and they're not working quite like they normally would. So I need this to help make some things work. All right, so what I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to line it up so that I can cut out these individual squares. Now, the reverse side that you kind of see peeking out behind, I'm going to be cutting those out. One of the easiest ways to line this up, so you can eyeball it a bit by looking at the triangular here, or at the top and bottom of your trimmer, there are actually these little pieces. This is where I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool. These little plastic pieces that pop out, and these will show you exactly where the cutting line is. So as you can see, I need to scoot my paper over a little to the left. All right, that looks good to me. It doesn't need to be exactly perfect. And then I'm just gonna cut all of this is extra. And as you can see, I did go a little bit too close, but that's all right. I'm gonna put this back down, bring out my guide again, and then just cut. Oh, that one I did right on the line. So I'm gonna start by cutting strips and then I will come back. So I'm gonna set that aside and continue on. Again, this doesn't need to be too precise. For whatever reason, I'm better at cutting the left-hand side of the images. I keep cutting the right-hand side too close. Once I have, oh, look at that. I didn't even do that one correctly. All right. once I have my 4 strips, I'm going to turn these a quarter turn and cut them again so that I end up with just the little squares. So you end up with little square images like this. So I'm just going to continue cutting until I have done all of my strips. All right, I'm done with my trimmer. You can set that aside. So now I'm left with these piles of squares. They are not quite 2 inches, and wherever you haven't cut exactly, obviously they're going to be a little bit off as well. I'm going to combine these with some squares I'd already cut from other Lullaby Lane paper packs. And now we are going to make something out of these. I thought it would be fun to maybe make a border. That's something simple and easy to start with. You can choose, I did a 2-inch border here, and I've cut a couple different ones just to give us some options. And you're just gonna take your squares and stack them up. Now, these obviously are gonna need some space in between. I'm just pulling rando blocks. And when you're happy with that, you can adhere them down. So I'm just kind of spreading them out. I'm going to do a couple different options, I think. So I am going to practice on this one, and before I adhere this one down, make sure I've got the color schemes I want. Maybe I might do some of the darker ones on this one. Just playing around. This one I'm working with more of the greens. Might switch that out for this. Nope, I think I like the stripes. Or let's try this one. All right, I think I like this one. This one's more about greens. I'll set that aside. And now I'll work on this one. There, I've got some different choices. This one I may even, let's get some overlapping squares and just make it really whimsical. What do you guys think? So here we've got some of the overwrapping. You're going to use more squares. Here you've got more linear with spaces. And once you're ready, you would just come in with your tape runner and adhere it down. So let's do that. Now the good thing about the repositionable is that if you put it down, especially this one with the spacing, and then you decide that it is too weird, the spacing's not right, you can always lift your squares up and reapply. Like right now, this, I got a little too chintzy with my spacing, so I'm just going to lift and reapply a little bit. Can use my multi-purpose tool to help lift it up since my fingernails are not working for me today. That is a little better spacing wise. What do you guys think? I still could probably come in and even up the lines on either side, but I'm just gonna set it aside for now. You probably don't need to see me adhere that down, so I'll go ahead and save that for later, although I'm really excited about how this one turned out. You don't have to just do this in like straight lines or like one single line. A little earlier, I was working on one. Let me show you. So I actually did 3 lines of 6, so 18 squares in total. That means this is from 1.5 of those packaging slips. And then I did it on a 6x12 sheet of paper. So this will look really fun. You can pull out a base sheet and you can do it, you know, right through the middle, which can be really cool. And then apply some photo mats over top if you want. Or the way I was kind of thinking of doing this is I'm just gonna pull it on the side, move it about 1 inch over, and then I can put my photos here and maybe like here. And then you've got space, you know, you can either leave that be, you can throw down like some journaling or a title down there in the corner and then embellish. Now, the idea for this page actually came from the 110 scrapbooking ideas and sketches. So back on page 88, this is where I got that idea from, using that patchwork effect. Now obviously I've changed it a little bit. These are definitely like 2-inch squares. If you want to get your hands on one of these, then right now the only way to do that is by joining my team. So if you guys want to talk about that, make sure you leave me a comment and I will reach out to you and make some time. But love this idea book. It is what basically spurred this entire video. This was the first project I did and I was like, oh, I'll do that and then I'll walk them through how to do it, you know, in a single strip, and then they can build from there. Okay, everybody, raise your hand if you just had your mind blown. I love this trick. It has made so many things more useful. I wanted to show you guys the border I ended up creating with those pinks. So here I have added a mirrored scallop border maker cartridge strip on either side, just to give it a little something special. That, you know, jazzed it up a bit. And of course we had the just basic green and blue strip. And then this might be my fave. This is what the page ends up looking like. Do you guys have a favorite? Are you pink border, blue border, or page? Can you guys see yourself using this trick? If you guys do it, I would love for you to tag me on Instagram or Facebook whenever you post it, just so that I can enjoy your hard work as well. So that brings me to this point. If you guys are looking for more ways to connect, make sure you check out my Instagram and Facebook pages. I post daily content there. I even run a VIP group, which is just for my customers and my team, and we do special contests. So ask me if you would like to join. If you are looking for more inspiration, why don't you come to one of my events? I host in-person and virtual events, so there's really something out there for everybody. You can find that on my website. Speaking of websites, if you love any of the products you see here, how about you hop on over to my Creative Memories website and purchase them? I get credit for those purchases, and it's a great way for you to get added to my VIP group. Are you super excited by everything Creative Memories? Are you really into sharing and scrapbooking with friends? Let's talk about you joining my team. I am working on growing this year, and I would love to grow with you. In the meantime, I will see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.